You're not stuck. You're just addicted to comfort and calling it reality. You've built a routine around your limitations and put a crown on your cage. And now you call it life. Every morning, you wake up and check your phone like a reflex. Not to build, not to grow, but to escape. You scroll through other people's wins, watch other people's bodies, other people's vacations, other people's moments of glory. And for a second, just a second, you feel like you're part of it. But when the screen turns black, so does your soul. Because deep down, you know the truth. You're not moving. You're not growing. You're not even trying. You're busy, yes. But busy is the modern form of avoidance. You're distracted. You're entertained. But you are not evolving. And that's why you feel stuck. Not because you lack potential, but because you're too comfortable with mediocrity and too afraid of the pain that comes with rising above it. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you chose discipline over ease? When was the last time you intentionally did something hard? Not for applause, not for dopamine, but for the quiet, brutal growth it forces on your character. Success doesn't happen by accident. It doesn't land in your lap like a gift. It's forged in the fire of deliberate discomfort. And the ones who make it, the Edisons, the Fords, the Carnegies, they weren't born special. They were born hungry. They didn't just want a better life, they decided it. Do you know how many times Thomas Edison failed before inventing the light bulb? Over 10,000 failed attempts. But when a reporter asked him how it felt to fail so many times, Edison replied, "I didn't fail. I just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That is mindset, not TikTok quotes, not morning affirmations. The deep, internal rewiring of what failure even means. Comfort would have told Edison to stop. Comfort would have said, "Be realistic." Comfort would have handed him a paycheck, a chair, and a clock to punch for the next 40 years. But Edison didn't want comfort. He wanted fire. He wanted freedom. And freedom only answers to the discipline. Think about your habits right now. Not your goals, your habits. Because your habits are the invisible architecture of your life. They're the bricks you stack every day. And whether you like it or not, you're building something. It's either a life of power or a prison of regret. You say you want success, but your alarm rings and you hit snooze. You say you want freedom, but you binge Netflix like your soul isn't on the line. You say you want wealth, but you treat your time like it's worthless. Do you think Andrew Carnegie built an empire by being motivated? No. He was a poor Scottish immigrant working 12-hour shifts at a cotton factory at the age of 13. But he read every book he could get his hands on. He studied opportunity like it was survival. And when he saw his opening, he took it. Not because it was easy, but because he had outgrown his comfort zone. Because he refused to let his circumstances define his future. And so should you. Stop saying you're stuck. You're not stuck. You're scared. Scared of change. Scared of hard. Scared of failing. Scared of becoming someone else. But let me tell you something that may shake your core. The version of you that has the life you want doesn't act like the version of you that's listening to this right now. Because if you don't shift who you are, if you don't train your mind to stop seeking safety, if you don't discipline your soul to do what's hard when no one's watching, then nothing you build will last. Success doesn't come to the person who wants it. It comes to the person who can handle it. And you can't handle it while numbing yourself with distractions, while blaming others, while telling yourself stories about why it's not the right time. Let me ask you this. If not now, then when? If not you, then who? Every second is a seed, and you are either planting laziness or planting legacy. There is no neutral. There is no pause. There is no rewind. So choose your pain, the pain of regret or the pain of discipline. But don't lie to yourself anymore and call that prison you've built normal life. Don't dress your excuses in soft words like patience and balance. Don't let your family, your story, your DNA rot in patterns that you were born to destroy. You're not stuck. You never were. You just believed the lie that staying safe would make you whole. But you're not meant to stay safe. You're meant to expand, to evolve, to break everything false about you until only truth remains. So rise, now, not tomorrow, not when it's easy, now. You already know what to do. You already know who you could be. Now it's just about who you're finally willing to stop being. Because the clock's been ticking, and your comfort has cost you enough. It's time to go get everything your soul was designed to carry.